Hello. Before anything happens, before any proximity to poetry happens, I'd first like to recognize the traditional custodians of the land on which I live and on which this is being recorded, the Wotherwurrung, Woiwurrung, and Boonwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation. This land was never ceded, it always was, and always will be Aboriginal land. I'm Darlene Silva Soberano, and I'll be reading 2 poems today. This first one is called Nikes. How could I pack for the Philippines at a time like this? This morning I woke from another bad dream of a woman running from me in horror. This morning I put on my shoes and gave Dipper his leash, and outside smoke was thick around the everyday trees I've seen since 2006 when we first moved here. On Messenger, I write to my friend in Canberra something like, "You'll be fine if you're young and fit and healthy." She says, "Today it is the vulnerable, tomorrow it is all of us." This morning I'm worried for my lungs. So far they have survived the death of a grandfather who drowned in his sleep. Every year on Invasion Day, my mother broadcasts to all of her friends and family, thanks to government on Facebook for the life we couldn't have elsewhere. She says, "Babe, the water can't touch us here. Here, the Werribee River could not flood us, even with its strong spine. Here, we can finally run along the water side." I say, "Ma, my first love drowned me a little bit." In 2 days, I'm returning to the country I couldn't live inside of. I promised myself I would stop fleeing. Forgive me, I had to go. If I didn't board the plane, it would still leave without me. Oh, now I am on the plane, guzzling petrol as we fly over New South Wales. Oh, now I'm trying very hard to process all the names of the dead. The second poem is called My Father the Sky. I am preoccupied with being a man, preoccupied with motorcycle dreams, preoccupied with garage sale jazz cassettes. I am so much like a father. I build the bookshelves with my hands. I stave off loneliness by drinking beer with basketball players floating across the television screen, and I move through the world with a certainty mistaken for confidence. I do not know any anxious fathers. I ask my father how he knows which buses and jeepneys will take us to the Mall of Asia from Bowie in 2 hours. He says, "Just ask people and they will tell you where to go." I do not know how to use our language with grace, and there are no guide maps for Filipinos in the Philippines. I am so much like a prince. I hand my father a country unfamiliar, and once he grew up with a woman and never called her that even after she died, and I do not think he has forgiven me in this new land, a border, a wall, an exile. When I was younger, he said, "I want all of us to be in heaven together. Do not be a liar, because liars go to hell." Well, the truth of me has made us quiet. When my father looks me in the face, he remembers, and by the time he finishes looking away, he has already forgotten his firstborn in a country unfamiliar. I am the child he would not recognize in a lineup. We speak in distance, trailing, and my father is the sky I dip in and out of with my handmade airplane ride. A loudspeaker in my hand, he mumbles his pain from his chest to my chest. I say to a friend, I do not want to be looked at, but I think what I really want is to not be looked away from. Father, hold my gaze. I want to look at you too. Your eyes that are my eyes, your hair that is my hair, your face that is my face. Forget the languages we cannot grace and the pronouns you will never know me by, Father. Pentecost with me. If the Bible isn't once what keeps us together and what turns you in to the sky. Thank you so much for listening.